Hey guys, I'm Tyler. I'm T Silver 33 on the Final Girl Discord here, and yeah, a couple people were seeing if I could record a game or two to see if make sure I'm getting all my rules right. For if you are watching this for that reason, I really do appreciate that. By the way, thank you for offering. I've really been enjoying the game a lot, been having a lot of fun, but my win rate has been really high given what I heard from the game before I started playing. Um, I think, yeah, I'm pretty confident I'm 16-2 right now. As of last night, after finishing the last Sacred Groves with the second Final Girl from that set. Um, so yeah, I figure I just record a game, make sure do a playthrough, make sure I'm doing everything right here. I'm fairly confident I've gotten it down. Uh, I've watched other playthroughs, and as far as I can tell, everyone's doing, you know, all the same stuff I am. But it wouldn't hurt to just do it live and double check. The setup, as you can probably tell, isn't great. I'm not used to streaming physical games even a little bit. Um, so apologies if the lighting's weird. I know the angles definitely going to be weird. I've streamed for like Twitch before, but never, a board game like this. Anytime I do board games, it's been on Tabletop Simulator, so I've never had to worry about like camera placement or anything like that. Off to the side, over in this area, I've got my action tableau, so I'm sorry you're not going to be able to see that throughout the game. I'm going to make sure I get the, kind of in this area, get the dice rolls. I've not set up yet. I'm going to get down camera 2. I'll leave a timestamp below to when the actual game starts if you just want to cut straight to that. But I figure I just do set up here too to make sure that I'm not missing anything in that area in case that's somehow making it easier or I'm missing something there. And yeah, I'll do my best to talk about what's going on. I'm not used to openly talking about while I play, so, I'll give me a little bit of a break there, I suppose, but I'll do my best. So I used a randomizer and I pulled Hans the Butcher at Creech Manor. This is one of the ones I haven't done yet. I've done Hans twice at his home territory, twice at Maple Lane, and once on the Carnival. I won 4 of those. It's going to be interesting to see how he does at Creech Manor. My normal strategy for Hans is one of the only villains I'll actually go around and actually try to rescue people to keep him, like, his damage down, because he swings for 5 and can potentially swing 3 times a turn at the end of the game. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, why don't we just jump into it, since I'm going to spend some time setting up here. Alright, let's grab these out here. Oh, oh, jeez, okay. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm not really super well set up for this, so apologies about that. There we go. Okay. Set back up. It's back up, but it's not pointing where I need it to be. There we go. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can still see the whole board there. And you can see Hans. Okay. That's pretty alright. Alright, the girl I rolled is Alice here. So we're going to go ahead and take out her unique item. I'm going to shuffle into the item deck. I've won with Alice before, and I enjoy using them. So we will. So let me pull out Hans's stuff here. There's his terror deck and his cards here. So I'm going to give his finales and dark powers a shuffle. I do shuffle in the epic finale. I don't own the epic dark powers. Well, that didn't help any. There we go. Gosh darn it. Sorry, my hands are like super outstretched to shuffle out here. So it's a little awkward in this position, to be honest. Alright, it's probably good enough. We'll do that one there, Put the rest back in his box. Alright. And then that stuff's over there. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, Creech Manor stuff. Here we go. Tarot cards. Setup cards. Missed an M at the bottom. Okay. So this is actually the first time I've played Creech Manor without Polly. So this should be fun. Pardon that. Alright. Item deck. Boop. We're going to shuffle in Alice's shotgun. Okay. Yeah, so I've played 18 times now alone, and I've played twice with friends, and it's been a really good time every time. Enjoy the game a ton. It's just really entertaining. You always get really silly stuff happening. I think my favorite part of the game is just how consistently funny it is. Like I mentioned in the Discord just a couple of days ago, the last game I played with my cousin, Polly got summoned into the closet by a bunch of ants, so that was entertaining. It'll be interesting in Creech Manor to not have two of the items taken up by Carolyn and what's her name? Carolyn and Mr. Floppy? Is that right? I haven't hit her finale yet that requires you to get Mr. Floppy 2, which I've been lucky on, because that one sounds rough, to say the least. Okay, we'll say that's about good. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The rest can go to the side. Back. Oh, we'll put them back in the box for now. Hopefully I won't forget that Alice's shotgun might be in there. I'll give this a shuffle. I'm going to do my best to narrate the stuff, because I'm going to try to remember that the camera quality isn't the best. But forgive me if I miss something here or there. I'll move that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over in the closet. Excuse me, Ramses. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the attic. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the garage. Okay. And we'll flip those at the start of the game. I've got my starter actions in hand, 6 of them, all the 0 costs. Alright, we'll shuffle up this terror deck. Hans is one of the harder ones I found, if only because, although my first couple games I got lucky and only got a single attack finale with him, so he does have the potential to be really easy. A lot of people on board game pointing out he does have a couple like dual hit finales, and one of his dark powers I found also lets him attack an additional time. And all of those are super scary, given he hits for 5 at max. It's difficult to keep him in that little, like 2 damage range down there. So if you only partially succeed on a guard or retaliate check, he will still like deal damage to you, which is really bad. You really want, if you can keep a villain below the 2 damage threshold, it makes them so much easier. It's one of the reasons why Geppetto in his finale is so non-threatening, is because a single success will just completely negate one of his attacks. But I digress. You might hear a little rat man drinking some water in the background. Sorry about that. Well, I'm not sorry, I suppose, but he's just being a little cutie. He's thirsty. Unfortunately, with how my setup is here, the mic is also very near my rat cage, so they're chilling. Gosh darn it. So they are chilling. All right. I think that's probably about good. All right, so this is awkward. What's the best way to set this up here. Oh, the camera can't really see the item cards up there. Back it up a little bit. There we go. You can still see all the important stuff on the horror track over there that way. Alright, cool. Just realized you can't see my final girl down there, though. That's probably alright, right? I imagine most people playing the game aren't really going to need to see that. Can see both our health over there, so that's not so bad. Yeah, this is probably alright. It's alright for this purpose anyway. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. The rest of these we'll put off to the side here, since we're not going to be using them. Best place for the terror deck. Oh, we'll put it right here, since I'm going to need this space here for dice rolling. Alright, set up cards. Doop. Ah, jeez, I just realized I rolled Alice, too. I forgot that Alice was the other final girl with only 4 HP. That's a rough matchup. Hans can just one-shot that. Oh, shoot. Oh, God, what does she do again? She heals 2, grabs 2-cost action card, 2 spaces, 1 space, time. And when you unlock her, choose a named action card from any game. Whenever you play it, roll 5 dice. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's not great, given where we're at Creech Manor. Because Creech Manor doesn't normally have a lot of people, and it's pretty hard to save people here due to the way the exit spaces work. But we'll give it a go. This might actually be fairly difficult. Alright, why don't we do this one? I'll put these other 4 away. Back in the box you go. Cool. Event cards. Set that up here. I've mostly found the events in this this map to not be very detrimental. I'm not sure that's just been my experience so far, or like I've gotten lucky on that. The ones that come to mind are like Liquid Courage isn't too bad. And honestly, it's a benefit, sorry. That's the one that lets you just have them walk in. Then there's, of course, the Helicopter, which lets you rescue 2 victims on it once, which is really helpful against Polly. So that one's nice. There's like Ghost Hunters, which is annoying because they refuse to leave until one of them dies, which sucks. And then when they die, the Bloodlust balloons. So those ones suck. Their events are here. There's the one that kills everyone in the attic. That doesn't matter. No one cares. Is that all I've seen? That can't be right. I feel like I've seen others, but I can't recall them at the moment. Alrighty. That's probably good. Put that above the tarot cards there. Alright, what's next here? Probably got the HP. There's all the little doohickeys for these. I want to get these into coin capsules or something. My only worry is accidentally marking them with the coin capsules, though. But I suppose if I don't pay enough attention, then it's really not a big deal anyway. Suppose the alternative is like, oh, a bag wouldn't work. I'd like a coin capsule thing where, like, I could just encase it completely. That way I could just shove them in a bag and pull one out. And then no matter which side I look at first, it will be, like, I won't see what it is. And then when I take that damage or deal that damage, I can just open it and see what, I rolled. I think that would be nice. As opposed to having to do this awkward face-down shuffle. All right. So we'll pull 1 and 1. 1 for Mr. Hans. 1 for little Alice. Okay. 4 HP against Tank Man. Nancy did not do well, and she was in the same scenario. So that's probably not a great sign. So my confidence right now isn't very high, but we'll see how it goes. So the rest of these can get back in here. Grab the time marker, set that out. I'll grab out 11 for Mr. Hans, because he has 1 for himself. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. So 12 for Hans, and then we get 3! Whoopee! Oh boy. Man, Hans can two-shot us. This is rough. And it's even on like a bad cadence too, because he hits for 2, then he hits for 2 again, and we die. Ugh. Alright. I'm not a fan of the 4 HP girls. They're not my favorites. It's too little. Honestly, even 5 HP is such a humongous difference. Alright, cool. Bloodlust track. This guy. Nope, that's a normal marker. This guy. There we go. Dice. Dice. Cool. Knock that a little bit. Sorry, camera positioning is hard. There we go. I'll try to put those kind of there and there. Okay, cool. Why don't we see what items we get? The top one in the garage is Mysterious Pills. Discard during the action phase and choose to lose 1 horror or gain 2 HP. Okay, might bias an attack from Hans. Next one in the attic is Crucifix. Discard to ignore the effects of a single terror card. Very good card. It almost just buys you a turn. At least if you can grab it, in the pre-finale phase. And Old Revolver. There we go. Though it doesn't actually modify anything with a weak attack card, which isn't that good, because you can't use it to retaliate with. These weapons aren't great, honestly. And given how long we're going to be fighting Hans, because he's, Mr. Tank Man, might be an issue, honestly. Alright, no luck there. Crucifix is good, that's about it. And then we got Strange Trophies. Yeah, I bet they're strange trophies with Hans. They're probably human corpses. Alright, so let's get that set up. Alright. So Hans gets 4 horror. And we are starting in the trophy room. Okay, I'm going to put them face... Oh, how does it look on camera like that? Not very good. So I'm going to put them like that for simplicity. And then Hans starts in the foyer like he just marched in, like he just came home, like we were just sneaking into his house. And then we got a bunch of victims, who I'm going to assume also snuck in for reasons unknown. Okay, so we got 2 above Hans. They're big chillin'. We've got Oh, wow, that's interesting. 1-1. I've not seen this setup before. This is neat. 1-1-1. And 2 in the attic. Weird. Weird. There's like 1 in the TV room, 2 in the attic, 1 in the closet. What a strange setup. I wonder if this is like a reference to something. Weird. Okay, well, anyway. What else is there to set up? Is that it? Pretty sure it's it. Yeah, okay, cool. I think we're good to go. So, event. To start us off, what do we got? I ain't afraid no ghost. It's coming from out there. Let's go check it out. Move each victim 1 space toward the attic. Then discard this card. Alright. Well, that's not amazing. The attic... Oh, discard the card, not put it on the bottom of the deck. Old habit. Not that we'd go through the entire deck. I'll shove it over here, I guess. There we go. Okay. Move everyone 1 space for the attic. Not amazing because the attic's really hard to get out of because it's only a 5 to 6. So if Hans gets up there, he'll probably just slaughter everyone there, which isn't amazing. So go 1, 2. They leave the closet. They all go. At least these 2 are moving away from Hans, which is nice. And this is the fastest way there. And they start at the window, so they go there. Okay. A little bit more bunched up now. So what does that mean for us? Crucifixes in the attic, which is probably the one most worth getting. We can just ditch the mysterious pills because they're way off in the garage and probably not worth grabbing. Old revolver is probably worth grabbing until we find a better weapon. So yeah, honestly, just kind of heading in that direction might make sense. So I think we will. Hans will probably end up killing the person on the 2nd floor there. I could leap out the window with people, but I have to walk all the way back up since that's not the 2-way exit, which is annoying. Normally, if I'm not trying to save victims, my strategy would be to go body block Hans and just keep him locked down there, engage with me. But without a weapon to do that with, and with only 4 HP, that's a dicey situation. I think the answer is definitely going to be grab stuff in the attic and closet as quickly as possible, and really hope the terror deck doesn't kill us before we can make significant progress. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so we have our standard 6 actions, so why don't we... Getting a move on and walking is good. If we can move 2 spaces this turn, then we can make sure that when Hans does attack, he'll go attack this person and not these 2. The last thing we want is for the terror card to say move Hans twice, because then he'll end up on the 3rd floor next to more victims, and then him staying away from people is going to be nearly impossible. So, getting these folks, if they're here instead, then Hans is now 3 spaces away from them, which is a lot more manageable, because then he'll definitely go after this person instead. And he starts at 4 horror, and on his horror track, he doesn't get horror until 4 and 2. And he doesn't get his dark power till 5. As opposed to Polly, who gets her dark power literally immediately. And if I remember right, Inky gets his pretty quick too, but I don't remember if it was 2 or not. Okay. So I think the most important thing for us to do on this turn is to walk. So we're going to play walk. So we're going to roll 2 dice because our horror is at 4. We got 2, trash 3. I'm actually going to move the dice that I'm not rolling out of the way just so it doesn't get mixed up. They're just off past Hans. You can't quite see them on camera, but I'm not going to be rolling them anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so we rolled 2, get rid of 2. 2 threes. Honestly, it might be worth just taking a damage and moving a space. That puts us to 3 HP, and 3 HP in this matchup is going to be a lot better because Hans only swings for 2. So when he does hit us, instead of hitting us and not giving us adrenaline, he will put us into adrenaline range. So we will... Well... Because my concern is, like, I have to play the other walk card still, right? And if I play the other walk card, and I don't get any successes at all, and I have to take a damage, then Hans is now just, haha, I hit you one time, you die range. And that would suck. I guess we still have a short rest. So if, like, that does happen, but it's still not great. You know what? We might just get a success though, so we'll take the damage. So we'll go down to 3 HP, which you can barely see on camera. That's okay. I'll just make sure you guys are aware. 3 HP, and that lets us move 1 space into the room with the victims. And we lose a 2 time, so we go to 4. We want to make sure we get 2 for guard, just in case we get Hans after me. He's always been after me. That terror card can really suck. Then we're going to play the other walk card for now. Hey, we got a success. Okay, cool. So we have move up to 1 space, lose a time, so we get on to 3 time. And we are going to move 1 space over here to make a big ol' victim pile up. 3 folks. And us. Shoot. Okay. And that solves the Hans targeting problem. That looks... It's so much harder with these things face down like this, but that's alright. Alright, so what else do we want to do this turn? We have 3 HP, which is good. We want to start moving up there to the closet and attic, and we have 3 time. I think the answer is going to be focus. And we're going to play focus, yeah. Start getting the horror down. Shoot. Stay there. Okay, we have a 1 fail and a double discard. So do we want to get rid of weak attack and the short rest in order to bring it up to 1 success? I think the answer is definitely yes. That brings us to 2. That's okay. I think that's correct, actually. Sure. So we'll ditch 2, go up to 1 success, lower the horror by 1, lose a time to go to 2 time. Gives us 1 focus in hand. Do we play it is the question. We only have 2 time, which lets us buy a guard. We're not going to be doing anything next turn. The alternative is like sprint. I'm just really worried that Hans is gonna... Does Hans warp? He does, but I think he warps to victims, not people. He's coming after me, but I think he has to walk for that one. He only walks like 1 individual space a turn. But trusting that I know at this point what Hans has in his deck is probably a bad call. The worst thing that could probably happen is I play focus and I don't get 2 successes. So playing focus is probably out of the question. It's a question of do I hold on to it or not. What does sprinting next turn get me? It gets me into I die range. So I think instead we're actually just going to discard focus for a time, bring us back up to 3. We're going to purchase... Well, the answer is going to be close call for 1. That guy. And then we will purchase... We'll take the guard just in case, I think. Just in case Hans gets a double attack or something. Although I guess he'd kill the victims first, unless it's specifically for me. Guards, honestly, probably overkill right now. Man, saving victims on this map sucks. I really don't want to have to run all the way back up here. I think we'll buy the sprint. I don't think we'll end up playing it next turn. Is there anything we would play next turn? It's like distraction we'd play next turn. But losing 4 time after this turn would suck a lot. And given we're only rolling 2 dice, and we'd have nothing else in hand to discard to make any of those better, we'd really be hoping for a 5 or a 6. I don't think there's any card we actually play next turn. So I think we're going to work on the assumption that Hans isn't going to attack us, and instead we buy distraction to prepare. We're going to buy a distraction for 3 time. So that's our whole turn. So we go to 0. That is the end of the round. So we return to 6. And we put out the cards in our discard pile back out, which in this case is all 6 of our freebies. So they are now waiting to be purchased for next round. All right. So all we have in hand is distraction. Which means it's Hans' turn. Hans tries to do his action, which he just throws a tantrum in the foyer. No one there. And we flip his first terror card. Something unholy happened in... Oh, it's this one. It's the cultist dance. Okay, cool. Let's see what we get here. 5. That is the closet. Oh, no. Okay. Hans goes to the closet. He targets the nearest victim or final girl, walks on over and go... Oh, he does not walk for the first one. He just throws a tantrum in the closet, so that's good. Then he walks on over and murders a person. Great. All right, well, Hans being here is one of the worst outcomes we could have had. That's not amazing. His bloodlust increases by 1 because he killed someone. That puts him to 2 damage and 1 movement. Okay. I don't have a great place to put the discard pile for the terror deck, so I'm going to put it off to the side here with the... It's slightly off camera to the left of Hans's HP. But it's over there. Okay. Now it's our turn. We have a whole lot of nothing to play. The good news is Hans will come this way if he targets victims again, which would be great, because there's 3 people here. So we're just going to take that and roll with it. We have 6 money. So what would we buy? We'd probably buy... Sprint... Search... And what else? 2 close calls? That actually put us 1 card too many. That put us at 11. We could just buy a guard since we have the time. I don't really want to fight Hans yet. I don't have a weapon or anything. I could sprint double search. Again, I'm just kind of working on the assumption that he won't attack me, which is a bold move, Cotton. Actually, come to think of it, we don't actually need search. Or sprint, pardon me. We don't need sprint since we already have to move. I'd rather not hurt myself, I guess, but... Well, if we pick up our 6 freebies, that puts us to 7 cards. So we need 3 more. 6 time to do it. Double search is probably good, because no matter what we do, we can get to the closet. Is it worth taking the time to get to the attic and grab the crucifix? Maybe. 3, 7. I think we'll grab double search and a guard just in case, since we're already here. 2 search and a guard. Okay. So we spent 6 time on a guard, 2 searches. We have the 6 freebies and a distraction from last turn. We didn't play anything this turn, so nothing gets refilled to the action tableau. And then we're going back up to Hans's turn. So resolve the killer action. He throws a tantrum. There's a whole lot of nobody in that room. And we draw the next terror card. He just keeps coming. Excellent. So terror goes up by 1, so we're at to 4. Then he targets victims. The nearest victim or final girl. Since there's a tie between the 2, he's going to come after us since there's 3 victims in this space. So he's going to come on down here and join this big old party. And then he attacks, which means he murders this person. It raises up his bloodlust, which furthers the horror by 1, bringing him to 5. Welcome to the party, buddy. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now he's with us. He's also with these 2 people. Is that a problem? If he kills 2 more people, he'll go up to 3 damage, which would put us into 1-shot range. I think when we move away from here, we're going to drag these victims. Oh, no, they're in a panic. Well, we'll see where they go then. Yeah, because that was the killer phase. So, I'm going to move us out of the way for a second. There's 2 victims here, so I'm going to roll for panic. I got a 6 and a 5. So, they're both going to... Oh, neat. That's the direction we're going anyway. Cool. All right, so plan's still the same. Probably just move with them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No matter what we move, we can't get Hans to go back downstairs, it looks like. But if we drag him in the closet, then when he chooses between the 2 of them, we can make him choose the closet, which wouldn't be too bad. Could we move them out of the way? We could move them with the other people. Not in any efficient manner. Even worse is like there's still that event in the deck that kills everybody in the attic. And that'd be a bad one to pull right now. I'm going to work on the assumption we just won't pull it though. You know what? Easy game. Easy game. Okay. Argo. Let's see here. Do we want to punch Hans while we're here? He's swinging for 2. There is a very good chance that our weak attack will hurt ourselves. So the answer is going to be no. Definitely not. Alright. Do we want to try to get the horror down? We have distraction now and cards to discard for distraction, so the answer to that question is yes. So we'll play distraction. Roll 2 dice. Okay, we got 1 failure and 1 3, so we're going to discard the weak attack because we don't plan on using it, and probably short rest because we don't plan on using that either. So we'll get rid of... I could potentially shoot Hans this turn and start that race. You know what? Maybe we hold on to weak attack. What do I want to get rid of instead? Focus? Because I might need both walks. Yeah, we'll get rid of a focus and a short rest. Which puts us to 1 success, which is gain a time. Move this down 1. Excellent. Next, we are going to... We'll walk. We will walk. Got 1 success. So we won't be shooting Hans this turn. Unfortunately. Because we needed 2 successes here in order for that to work out. That's okay. Now we know we have a card to discard. So we will go 1. Boop. Costs us a time, so we go back down to 6. Then we'll walk again. Because we gotta get into the closet to grab that gun. Does it make more sense to just go to the attic and ignore the old revolver and hope we get a better weapon? I can't even think of what weapons are in the manor. There's a shotgun. I've seen that. I've seen the old revolver. Were there others? There might be a ritual knife of some description, but I forget what it does, which lets you kill victims. The knife would be good if that's correct, because I'm sure you can use it as a regular weapon too. I wish I paid more attention during the poly games. I largely just ignored the weapons because, you know, it's poly. Well, I think the answer's still closet. If nothing else, I think the old revolver will less. So I'm going to walk again. Got 1 success and a discard 2 for a second one if I want it. Out of the way. I see no reason to move 2 spaces. We're just going to the closet, so I won't. I'd rather keep the cards in hand. We are going to drag the people with us into the closet, and that way we can make Hans go after them. So now we search, I think. I think that makes sense. Yep, we'll search. 0 and a 1. Cool. We can take the top item card of our space, so we will. Get the old revolver. Costs us time, get down to 4. Is there any reason we would need more time? Probably not. So I think we're just going to take the time while we're here and search again. Double success. Neat. So top 2 item cards of the closet. Boop, boop. What do we get? Flashlight and a candle. Not what I'm hoping for. These aren't great. These are both really bad. Crap. Well, the normal flashlight's bad. One of the characters gets a flashlight, a special flashlight, and it's really good, but that is not this one. The top tier card, I can put at the bottom of the deck, don't care about that. I think we're going to take the candle. So now we have an old revolver and a candle. And the flashlight we're going to bury at the bottom of the closet. Oof. Not the best items we could have found. Either way, we lose another time, so we're down to 3. Okay. Okay, so now we have a focus, a weak attack, and a guard in our hand. So where do we go from here? If we play focus, we'd go down to 2 time. I do have a guard. I'd like to hold on to the weak attack. Because the weak attack potentially... Well, not next turn. Well, depending on where Hans moves or doesn't move, I suppose. I was going to say we could sprint over and shoot him. I'd like to play this focus now, though. That way it starts cycling again. So I think we will. I think we're going to play focus. Absolute worst case, it fails. And we could just rebuy a guard. Or something else. 1 success. Not too bad. Okay. So we go down to 2 time, but we also move the horror down by 1. Okay, so we have 2 time left. What do we want to use it on? We could grab double close call just for... Hans moves 1 space still? Yeah, okay. So if he does move, he'll only move up next to us, which means we could weak attack next turn. If he moves. Or we could grab sprint and try to start moving toward the attic. Because our walks probably won't get us there on our own. Alternatively, we could discard guard and go to 3 time to buy a distraction. But I'm not going to be playing it next turn anyway. I think the answer is going to be 2 copies of close call. So we're going to buy 2 close calls. That'll put a lot of cards in our hand. All right, so then all the cards in the discard pile are going to go back to the tableau, which in this case is 2 copies of search. It's going to be 3, 4, 5 of our free cards, everything but weak attack. And 1 copy of Distraction. Alright. And our current hand is 2 close calls, a guard, and a weak attack. And now it's Hans' turn. He throws a fit in that stairway, and then he plays a terror card. It's broken. Place the broken ladder token covering the ladder on the board. The ladder may no longer be used, and the spaces connected to it are no longer considered adjacent, then increase the horror. This is one of the single least bad cards I think I've ever seen. Like, nothing happens. Cool. Alright, let me grab that real quick. Okay. Broken ladder. What breaks the ladder in this scenario? Hans isn't anywhere near it. Is it just like the wind outside? Just like causes it to fall over? There we go. Broken ladder. Who cares? I've never seen that card before. I had imagined that it would have also made the killer do something when the instructions warned me that the ladder might break. But doesn't seem like it does. Just adds a horror and breaks the ladder. Who cares? So the space connected to it are no longer considered adjacent. Interesting. So it's not even that they become one way, because you still can't jump out that window, which is weird. The ladder may no longer be used. The space connected to are no longer considered adjacent. Strange. Because you can absolutely just leap out the second story window. Is the idea that you're climbing down the rope? But if you can climb the rope, why wouldn't you use it to climb back up? I guess it must be the rope. Weird. Okay, well, either way, we got super lucky with that one. That was a whole lot of nothing happening. Okay, well, Hans didn't move, which means we can't use weak attack to shoot him, which is very sad. Also, we're back at the 6th time now. We can't move either. Our weapon is range 1. So we're just going to go ahead and move on to the purchase cards phase, which we have 6 to do. I think the answer to that is going to be... We get all of our freebies back if we want them, which is focus, focus, walk, walk, short rest. I think we will take them all. Do I want to purchase something? Well, I mean, yes, I want to purchase something. I was thinking, like, do I want to buy, like, Critical Blow? Is that worth picking up right now? Would I use it? Because one option is just to start engaging with Hans while he's still only doing 2 damage. And hope he doesn't ignore me for the victims. Oops. Sorry, dropped a card. There we go. So one option is to just... walk over to Hans and start getting a slugfest with him. And Critical Blow is really good for that. Critical Blow also helps reduce the terror. Of course, Critical Blow can also potentially kill you, dealing 2 damage to yourself that you can't prevent, which is awful. But we do have 2 close calls in hand. The nice thing about being in the same space as the killer is that they then don't go after the victims. The only issue with that is that we only have 3 HP, which is a very bad spot to be in. Against Hans specifically, because Hans is a tank. We could go the more safe option of just grabbing a couple of distractions. Or we can start searching for a better weapon. And the answer might be a better weapon. Really don't like Hans being there. I don't like that he might get up here and just murder all of these people and just balloon his bloodlust. I really like the idea of distraction. That does sound nice. So I think we'll pick up... Do we want both distractions? Yeah. I think for now we're going to work on the assumption that we're not going to the attic. We might later. We're going to pick up both distractions for 6. That gives 6 cards in hand, so we can pick up 4 of our 5 free cards down here. Which will be focus, focus, 1 copy of walk, and short rest. Short rest just on the off chance we happen to need it. Okay, so we have short rest. We have 1 copy of walk because we only want to move the 1 space next to him if we need it. Double focus just so we can hopefully get the time or horror back down. We have 2 eyes of distraction for the same reason. We have a guard, 2 close calls, and a weak attack to hopefully shoot Hans. And we'll go from there. Hans throws a fit in the stairway. Flip a tarot card. Taking souvenirs. If there are no victims on the board, ignore this. There are definitely victims on the board. Otherwise, he targets victims, runs at them, and then double murders them, and then balloons by 4. That's so sad. So very sad. This boy is getting some more trophies for his trophy room. That's, yikes. Okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, right into the closet with us and these people. Slaughter both these innocent people. Sad day. And then his bloodlust goes up by 4. So 1, 2 for the first one, which causes horror to increase to 5. And 1, 2 for the second, which triggers his dark power. Dark Obsession. Whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he attacks an additional time. Okay. We're probably not going to win a swinging match against this dude. So we have to get the heck out of here. Rough, buddy. Okay, not a good card. He now also attacks for 3, which means he will one-shot us. So that's not fun. Okay, no biggie. All we gotta do is get back to full HP, right? And then when he attacks us, we don't die? Easy game. So we'll start by walking. Is that right? I think distraction might be right. Because distractions and double focus. Nah, walking might be more important. So I could double distraction. Probably end up ditching some cards to try to get the better results. Because walking is free. Even if I fail, I just take a damage and move a space, which is all I need to do, because Hans still isn't actually actively chasing me. Yeah, we're going to play Distraction. We'll play Distraction. Whole nothing. That's really bad. We're going to take the option where we spend 4 time to go down to 2 and reduce horror by 1. And then what do? We can't play the other distraction now. Oh, actually, we're going to walk that back a little bit. We are still playing distraction, of course. Because we can close call that. And is that worth it? I think the answer is yes. So we're instead going to close call that result. We'll go down to 4. And that got a success and 1 failure. That's significantly better. Okay. So we go up to 5 time and reduce horror by 1. So he goes down to 4. Cool. Because he had been at 5 from the increases. So that puts him back down to 4. Cool. It costs a close call and 2 time, but we're all right with that result. Okay. So where do we go from there? Play the other distraction? I think that's right. Because we close called, we're not in any danger of losing the turn if it fails, so we'll play the other distraction as well. Ooh, 0-0. Gotta love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll close call. Do the same thing. Spend 2, go down to 3. One success, okay. Not too shabby. One success is gain a time, reduce horror by 1. Okay. So that puts us at 4 time. Excellent. We are then going to walk away from this situation as quickly as humanly possible. Got a failure, and we could spend 2 cards to fix it if we want. I'm kind of leaning towards spending 2 cards, and normally I wouldn't. But I guess it actually... I was thinking to do that because that way we don't lose 2 time, we don't lose 1. But we can always discard those cards anyway for time. The only problem with not discarding is we lose a heart. And we could potentially short rest to get it back. But if we lose 2, we'd have to get 2 successes, which is much harder. How much do I value that heart? Not as much as you might think. Man, it is scary, though, because Hans attacks twice now. Actually, I think I value that heart a lot. Because Hans swings twice now with Dark Obsession. So I think we are going to spend both copies of Focus. Yes, we're going to spend both copies of Focus to move 1 space, lose 1 time, safely away from Hans. Okay. Okay. I would like to be able to shoot him. The problem is there's a very good chance if I shoot him with weak attack, I lose a heart. Because Old Revolver doesn't say anything about preventing the heart loss on this card. But boy, it would be nice to start shooting Hans. I think we are going to shoot Hans. So here's my thought. We're going to use the candle to move one of these victims into our space. Cool. Now, if Hans does get into our space, he won't actually attack us. He'll attack the victim. And because he isn't attacking us, like basically we're going to use this person as a meat shield, right? A very safe meat shield. Because if he targets the closest Final Girl or victim with his terror card, then he'd come target us, and then he'd swing twice. Normally that would be fine, minus the swinging twice part. That'd be fine. But as long as he targets the victim, he'll only attack the 1 time. So we're going to candle, grab this person over, and then we're going to weak attack. Two failures, baby. Let's go. Okay. Do I want to give up my entire hand to do 2 damage to Hans? Not really. But the alternative is do no damage to Hans, and also I lose a heart and my turn's over. My turn's going to be over either way. I'm going to have 3 time at the end of this. That's not incredible. I can't even spend 3 time. If I give up both these cards, I'll do 2 damage. I think it makes more sense to just take the failure. I'm going to take the failure, lose a heart, and my turn. This lets me just hold on to guard so I don't have to repurchase one. It lets me short rest next turn. Oof, that was bad though. Not my favorite thing. Alright, so we're going to pick up the 1 free card that's still in the shop block. We have 3 time to purchase cards. Oh. Really wish we had 1 more. We could retaliate, which would be much better. Also, I knocked this over. Gosh dang it. Is the answer the other guard? I think the answer is just the other guard. Yeah, so we'll pick up the other guard. So that's 2-time. We have 1 left, but we can't use it for anything. So it's just gonna go away. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and refill. It's called distraction, close call, distraction. So we put back the other 5 freebies, 2 close calls, and 2 distractions. All right. Hans throws a fit in the closet, and then Hans, nothing. Hans does nothing. He gets scarier, and he spends his time in the closet eating some dead people. So he just This dude takes their heads as souvenirs to hang up in his trophy room and just eats the rest of them in the closet. Just broke in and is like, know what? I'm not hurt, but screw it. Someone just tried to shoot me. I'm gonna have a meal. Good for you, buddy. All right, that makes it our turn. We have 1 copy of Walk, 1 copy of Short Rest, and 2 guards in hand. I think we just Short Rest. I think that sounds right. Yeah, we'll play Short Rest. So I don't think I have a good way, besides walking, to hurt myself. But if I walk away, I'm out of the range of Hans. For Old Revolver, to shoot Hans, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll just Short Rest. A whole lot of nothing, baby. Let's go. I don't have a close call. So, heal 1, lose a time, and also things get scarier. And my turn's over. Goody! Dice aren't being kind tonight. Alright, so we have 2 guards and a walk in hand. We have 5 time to spend this round. We're going to pick up our hand of 1, 2, 3, 4 freebies. Seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Okay. Then I think the answer is going to be Furious Strike for 4 and a Close Call for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I hate the fact that my plan seems to be kill Hans with a gun. with just a gun and nothing else, while slowly using this candle to summon people over as human shields. Oh man, what has this game come to? Alright. Short Rest goes back into the action tableau, and Hans takes his turn. He continues his little feast in the closet, and then he flips a card over. Boop. Hans wants me. He's always wanted me. Great. So he's attacking me and completely ignoring this person. If I don't guard both of these, I die. Because he's going to attack twice due to his Dark Obsession. Okay. Well, can't be helped. Boop. In he goes, and he's after me. We do have 2 copies of guard, so that's good. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to play guard the first. That's 1 success and a failure. What does 1 success get us? Reduce damage by 2. That is good enough. We're definitely going to take that. So we reduce his damage down to 1. Seems good. And then he gets his freebie attack from his Dark Obsession, so we're going to guard again. Really glad I have both those guards. 1 success is perfect, because that means he does 1 more damage, which puts us into adrenaline mode. That couldn't have gone better for us. Okay. Well, I mean, it could have gone better in that he could have not attacked us. It couldn't have gone better as far as us potentially winning the game, though. Ugh. Okay. So, where do we go from here? Okay. We now have 3 dice. That's quite good. We have 2 copies of Focus, 2 copies of Walk. 2 Walks, 2 Focuses, a Weak Attack, Close Call, and a Fury Strike. Fury Strike I want to play. The problem is, if I don't get 2 successes, my turn's over. And that would be terrible. Because that would mean Hans instantly kills the person in the room. And then his terror card, if it attacks, he'll attack me. I'm going to buy Retaliate this turn, but if he attacks me twice, which means I'll die. So how do I prevent that? I could summon a person over, Furious Strike, and then if Furious Strike fails and my turn ends, Hans will kill one, but it leaves the other person there for his terror card. That seems pretty okay. Also what sucks, I have no way to play weak attack anymore, because unless I get 2 successes, I'll just straight up die. Okay, lovely. I think the answer is going to be, just in case this goes super duper south, we move this person here. That seems okay. Yeah, that seems okay. Then we're going to focus while we have 3 dice. 1 success. We're going to take it. So that reduces horror by 1 and moves that down 1. So now we have 5 time. We're going to focus again. One success. That puts us down to 4. I have to walk away is the only problem I have here. Well, I can discard the other walk, though. We can't weak attack this turn anyway. So I think we get rid of weak attack and a walk. I might need both walks, though. Because if I walk and I fail the walk, I'll be stuck here. Because I can't leave. I still think that's the right call, though. No, it's not. I need these cards desperately, so that way I can fix Furious Strike. So we're going to just take the 1 success, go down to 4 time, and reduce horror by 1. So now he's back to 3. Okay. Then we're going to actually start trying to win this game. So we're going to Furious Strike. One success. We can make it 2. I think we do so that way we can walk away. Yeah. So we're going to discard weak attack and a walk in order to get the heck out of here. So we do 2 damage and reduce horror by 1. So Hans goes down to 10 HP. We are still at 1. Okay, and now we're going to try to walk away. And we need this card to discard for time. Okay, we do succeed. So that's good. We can move up to 2 spaces. Do we go into the attic to start drawing cards? No, I don't think so. I think if we go in the attic to try to search, then we're going to lose our position of being able to drag people for meat shields. So instead we're just going to move the 1 space, dragging both these people with us so Hans doesn't kill them by default. And we have to kill him quickly because his terror deck's running out. He has 4 cards left. Okay. We lose a time, so we go down to 3. We're going to discard Close Call to go back up to 4. And then we're going to spend that 4 to purchase Retaliate. Because boy, do we need a guard card. So we're going to buy Retaliate. And the short rest is still in there and free, so we're going to take that. And then all of these go away. So close call goes back into the tableau. The free cards here go back to the tableau, which is the 5 of those. Both guards go back in the tableau for next turn, and Fury Strike goes back up. Okay. That didn't go terribly, honestly. That went all right. So we have short rest and a retaliate left. We're at 2 horror, so we're doing pretty okay. And now it's Hans' turn. Hans has 10 HP. We were still at 1. He throws a fit next to the closet and draws a tarot card. The trees are alive. If you are in a window, then lose a heart. I'm not. All victims in the window are killed. There are none. At least one victim is killed. Things get scary. And we pull an event card. All right. I mentioned earlier I don't think the events in this this deck are too bad. So this is obviously going to be the event that completely fucks me over. What's the worst one that could happen right now? Kill everyone in the attic? I think it's kill everyone in the attic. Nope. Ghost Hunters. 3 victims closest to you with special victims. They will not follow you until one of them has been killed. Bonus Bloodlust. So that's going to be 3 extra Bloodlust for Hans. That's annoying. Oh well. It is what it is. Not so bad, because Hans still does actually have to kill these people. And Hans doesn't get a turn. Which is great. Okay. So these 2 folks are now Ghost Hunters. And so is one of their buddies in the attic, who is probably very confused about why he just found 2 random strangers up here. Or he revealed that he was in fact a Ghost Hunter along with the 2. Okay. So that was his turn. Not too bad. So now the question becomes, do we want to heal? I think the answer is no. Oh, we're at 6 time, by the way. There we go. I think the answer is no. And it's no because at most we heal 2, which puts us to 3. We lose our adrenaline. And he now swings for 3. That's not good enough. We desperately need to kill Hans. Sorry, I mean, obviously we have to kill Hans. I meant, we desperately need to start doing damage to Hans and quickly. Because we need to kill him before his terror deck runs out, and he starts swinging at us like a madman for 1 billion damage. I'd love to pick up that critical blow. The problem is I have to buy a guard this turn. Because I need 2 guards in case he fights me. So I think the answer is going to be Guard, Furious Strike, and all the freebies. Yep, because I have to discard both cards to get up to 8. So, yep, that's what we're going to run with. We're going to go with a Fury Strike, a Guard, and all of our freebies. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our freebies are back. We have the 6 freebies still in our hand. So it leaves us all our freebie cards, a Fury Strike, a Guard, and a Retaliate. Excellent. All right. Hans throws a fit. And then he throws a tarot card. What we got? He just keeps coming. Okay. Not so bad because we have the Ghost Hunters here. So, things get spooky. Oh no. Then he moves on over. And he murders a Ghost Hunter. Which increases Bloodlust by 2 because they're a Ghost Hunter. Which increases Horror to 4. Okay. Not so bad. Things are getting very dicey, though, as far as Hans reaching his max, which sucks. it would be nice if I can move 2 spaces, put this ghost hunter in the attic, bring someone else back down. That'd be great. But I don't think that's really realistic. So I think instead, our options this turn are going to be focusing. Or do we have distraction still? Did we buy distraction? We did not. So we're going to focus. Ooh, big failure. Love it. Well, it's definitely worth discarding 2 cards to fix that. So the 2 cards that we're going to get rid of are Short Rest, because he swings for 4 now. This card literally does nothing for us. Let us walk. This card lets us walk safely. Well, actually, Fury Strike also has a result where we just die. Man, we have to do so much damage to Hans before we can really get anywhere. Oh, this sucks. Oh, well. The answer will be Short Rest and a walk, I think. That seems okay. So we'll ditch those 2 cards to get to 1 focus, which gives us -1 time and reduce horror by 1. Cool. Then we're going to focus again. Got a good result, so we reduce time by 1, go down there. So now he's back down to 2 horror. Okay. Fury Strike? We still have the cards for it. Still okay. We got Guard and Retaliate. So yeah, we're going to Fury Strike. Oh, that was close to just being insta-death. That was so close to being instantly dead. I kind of forgot we didn't have any close calls in hand. So we couldn't have fixed it if it was death. But, you know, we got it. So it works out. So we do 1 whole damage to Hans. Woo. But more importantly, we reduce horror by 1, which brings us up to 4 dice territory. And then our turn's over. So, unfortunate, but it could have been worse. We have 4 time. We want to spend 4 time on. 2 close calls. And a guard. I think that sounds right. Sure. 2 close calls and a guard. Seems good. Shit. He's gonna kill this person before I even get a chance to do anything. Should have called somebody down with the candle. But I've already made the roll, so I can't back that one up. Oh well, 2 close calls and a guard. And we'll roll with it. And we have a walk, which might let us buy ourselves a turn if we have to use all 3 guards. Okay, so Fury Strike goes back out. We have Focus, Short Rest, Walk, and Focus. I'll go back. Okay. Alrighty, well, Hans kills this person, which increases his Bloodlust by 2, which brings the horror up to there. So we're back to 3 dice. And then Hans gets a terror card, which says something's come through the wall. If there are no victims on the board, discard it. Everyone panics. Any victims exit through a window are killed, then we get an event card. Okay, that's not so bad. So these are for the 3 in the attic. We'll do the Ghost Hunter first. He got a 5, so he actually does leave. Hi, Mr. Ghost Hunter. And then we'll do the 2 non-Ghost Hunters. Which is a 2 and a 6, so one of them leaves as well. That was pretty fortunate for us, actually. And then we'll roll for the dude down here. 2. It's 5, 6, right? Yeah, okay. And then we get an event, though. Push to the edge. Roll a die for each victim in a window. If the roll is a 1 to 4, the victim jumps and is killed. Okay? Done. There aren't any. Okay, so that actually sets us up pretty alright. Really wish I could be using this gun for anything, but unfortunately I can't. All I can really do is potentially walk away. Man, I can't even lower the terror this turn. This is rough. I think the answer is walk away. No, if I walk away, I can't. And is the answer do nothing? Let Hans kill one of these two. He'll heal one. Man, this is such a rough spot. This weapon is terrible. And he one-shots us no matter what we do. This is last card? It is. So he's also about to start his finale. I think we're probably fucked. I see no universe where this works out well for us, so we should probably start taking some risks. For instance, we have 3 cards. What is the absolute worst thing that happens if we walk? Nothing. We get a whole 0. So I think we're going to walk. We'll play walk. And just very much hope we get one. We did get one. That's all we need. So we're going to go down to 5 time. We're going to get the Hiffle out of here. Do I want to go up in the attic? If I go up in the attic, I have some people who can work as meat shields. Yeah, I think we go in the attic. Okay. So we're gonna go in the attic. So we're at 5 time. Weak attacking still kills us. So we're gonna have to wait till next turn for that. So we have retaliate, guard, guard, weak attack, 2 close call. So we get 4 more cards into our hand. Next turn we can short rest before we use weak attack. Unfortunately, Hans will probably be on us. Well, we'll have 4 dice, though. That's pretty good odds. I could Furious Strike. I'd rather Critical Blow, I think. It's just better. I think we need the close calls in case things go real south. Because he does still have 1 terror card left. He's not pre-programmed movement quite yet. So I think we discard weak attack for 1 time to go to 6. And then we're going to end there. So we currently have 2 guards and a retaliate and both close calls. So we have 5 cards. We're going to pick up Critical Blow for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, which means we get 4 of our freebies. And we're going to want... Oh, there's 4 here, so we'll pick them all up. Cool. That gives us focus, short rest, walk, focus. So 2 focus, short rest, walk, Critical Blow, 2 guards, a retaliate, and 2 close calls. And we're putting weak attack and walk back into the tableau. Okay. Hans throws a fit, and he goes into finale mode after this. Let's see how this goes. The windows and doors just slam shut. If you are inside, you may not move during the next action phase. Okay. If you are outside, you may not enter the house during the next action phase. Okay, well, I'm not going to be allowed to shoot Hans, so we're going to end up doing a whole lot of nothing next turn and just waiting to die. Hooray! Okay. Event. Watch all my meat shields disappear. Lights out. Roll one fewer die when resolving an action card that allows movement. I have a candle, so this is not going to be relevant for me. Ignore its effect if you have a flashlight or candle. Okay. So a whole lot of nothing. Well, I lucked out there. Let's see what Hans does. Hans. Dark, darker, darkest. Draw a second dark power card when this is revealed. Double movement in a single attack. But it's actually a double attack because he has Dark Obsession. So he's going to chase us down and attack twice per turn. For 5 damage. Okay. That's really bad. What's his dark power? Okay. It's really bad because we can't tank any of it. Double attacks aren't too terrible if you have, like, Charlie, right? Honestly, even, like, 5 or 6 HP could be done. But the fact that he can one-shot with 5 damage is really bad. And I can't move next turn. Okay. This one. Feed. Every time he kills someone, he recovers an HP. Okay, we're probably boned. Okay. How do we make this work for us? He's out of terror cards. He is going to go to full HP next turn. We can't shoot him this turn. And after that, he's going to be swing for 5 damage. Oof. Okay. Guards and retaliate reduce damage by 2 unless you get double successes. I am almost positive we are cadaverific. Because he's going to recover 2 HP every time he kills someone. I just don't think we can outpace him. I think he's just going to... kill us. I don't have the weak attack in hand, so I can't walk away and shoot him. That's the other thing, too. I'm actually going to do that just so I see the effect. There we go. Okay. What can we do about any of this? What's our game plan? I could desperately start searching and just hope to find an answer. The victims do buy me a little bit of time. The attic isn't very good for that. I can't leave through the side. So it's actually quite a walk to get there. So the attic's probably still my best bet for doing that, if that's the plan. There is still one card we haven't seen in the closet, but it's not that helpful. The good news is the victims buy us 3 turns. Because he doesn't attack the victims twice. He attacks the nearest victim or final girl, which means he targets the victims first. That's good. I think double search. I think we just search. I think we just get this down to 4 dice, or 3 dice plus our adrenaline, and we just do our best. So, We get two free cards next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to focus. All right. Double success is great. That means we actually go up to 8 time and we go down here. This doesn't increase anymore, so now we have 4 dice, well, 3 plus 1 for the rest of the game. So that's excellent. That's honestly incredible. We have 8 time. What can I do to improve my hand? I can't discard the guards and the close calls. Those we need to survive. The critical blow I'm probably going to keep. This focus is now worthless. The walking is probably worthless. So I'm going to discard focus, walk, and the short rest for 3 more time. Yes. So that brings me up to 11. The 8 from the focus plus 3. Now what can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So we can buy up to 4. Again, we have to slaughter hands quickly. I think the answer is going to be a Fury Strike for 4. Again, we have 11. 4. It's going to be 2 cards to search for 4 more. That's 8, which means we have 3 left. So we're going to throw something spicy in the mix with Improvise. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we have 4 cards, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. So we're good. Pick all those up. So that leaves us an Improvise, start with next turn, 2 searches, Fury Strike, Critical Blow, and then if absolutely all that fails, and it really shouldn't, we're buying ourselves a lot of time. We got Guards and Retaliates. If all that goes south, we have Close Calls. It's probably the bigger thing here. So we go out now 6 time. Actually, this isn't looking too bad now. We're doing okay. All right. We'll see how this goes. Hans being able to recover so quickly scares me. But the fact that he heals 2 per victim killed, that's so bad. Oh no. We need a weapon so bad. If we can find a weapon, we might be okay. But man, we need something good. Jesus. All right, so short rest, walk, focus, focus. I'll go back into the free pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's all 6 free cards are now there. Our hand is just that good, I guess. All right. So Hans is going to start. He runs in the attic. And we're going to protect our ghost honey friend. So he's going to go ahead and slaughter one of these people first. Just so we can try to erase him, I think. Yep. So that raises his bloodlust by 1. So he gets to recover 1. He killed someone, so he recovers a second one. But that's his whole turn. He's at 11 HP. Now it's our turn. So we're going to go with our plan and start with an Improvise. We get 4 dice because we are still on Adrenaline. And we have the Horror down to 1. That sucks. That sucks real bad. We're going to discard 2 cards. God, though, what 2 cards? All of the cards are insanely strong. Is the answer 2 close calls? They can't be, right? No, it can't be. I'm going to attack him this turn. If things go real bad, I need the close calls in case I roll 0s. I'll just die. In fact, I think the Furious Strike... Well, I can't play both the Furious Strike and Critical Blow on the same turn unless I get 2 successes. I can't believe I'm saying it. I think one of the answers is Guard. And my reason is, I think by the time Hans actually gets to attack us, this should cycle back. Because he has to go through 2 full turns of killing people still. In fact, can I get rid of the other one too? Are guards free? He only kills 1 victim a turn. So he's going to kill 1, then the other one. So we discard these this turn. We buy cards. It goes into the... Then they'll go back into the shop. He kills 1 person. There's still 1 victim left. Take our turn. We can buy cards again. Okay, cool. So we're going to get rid of both cards. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but there's no terror cards left. So, as usual, the finale just kind of removes a lot of the stakes. Sorry. I really like Final Girl a lot. I like the game a ton. I have a great time with it. I think it's thematic. I think it's funny. I really dislike the finales. I think the finales are lame. I hate knowing what the bad guy's going to do every single round. I think it just takes out so much tension. Like this, for instance, where before I was always holding on to 2 guards every round because, if Hans happens to attack me from a terror card, I need 2 guards or he'll kill me. But now I know that Hans isn't going to attack me. There's nothing he can do. Okay, so all of that aside, excuse me, I'm going to throw away 2 copies of guard, which makes all the sense in the world, in order to get 2 successes on improvise, so that until the action phase ends, all my 3s and 4s are successes. I'm not saying I'm going to win this game yet, either, by the by. I'm not convinced that's true. It's really going to depend a lot on what these cards we pull in the attic are. But the fact that in this situation, what should be like the critical moment of the game, my character is willingly dropping her guard is very strange to me. All right, but whatever. I digress. Doesn't cost any time, right? Improvises just until the end of the action phase. All 3s and 4s are successes. Okay. So we're gonna start searching with 4 dice. Two 4s. Good. Those are 2 successes, so we get top 2 cards of the attic. Here. There we go. So one's a crucifix, which we don't need, and the other is a first aid kit, which is worthless. So I guess we'll take the... It does not matter. We're going to take the crucifix and pretend it matters. And then we're going to throw this away. You know what? Between the 2, I don't foresee it, but first aid kit has a small chance of maybe being relevant if we ever decide we need to play short rest. So I'll take first aid kit. Cool. Worthless. We're going to play the other search card. 1 success. That sucks. Also, we lost time from the other one. Sorry. Go down to 5. Is it worth close calling, though? I don't think so. So I think we're just going to... The chances of getting 2 are so good, though. What kills me? I need 2 successes on Fury Strike. Or I die. No. I need 1 success on that or die. I need 2 to not end the turn. Well, I need to buy next turn. Is there anything? No. There isn't. So I actually am going to spend a close call here. To spend 2 time to reroll these. I think the chance of getting a weapon is worth the risk of needing that later. There we go. Okay. So, we lost 1 time from the first search. We lose 2 time from the close call. We lose 1 more from this search. And we get the other 2 cards in the attic. Which is a list of things, which is not helpful. I don't think this person's moved. And then an energy drink. These are completely worthless. Well, I mean, list of things potentially tells us where something is, maybe. Okay. So we'll take list of things. So roll a die. 6. Attic. Great. Absolutely nothing. Put that away. It's out here. All right. Once again, working on the assumption that we are on our own. So, we need 1 success on Furious Strike. That's what we're going to do. Got 2. Perfect. 2 damage. We have now gone even with Hans. Cocoa Blow. 3 successes. That is 3 damage. And then we lose a horror. Since we can't lose any more horror, we gain a time. Go up to 3 time. Okay. Is that it? It's going to be it. Okay. Where do we go from here? I hate that Hans is going to heal 2 every single turn. Except that one turn where he heals 3. And next turn, I have no real way to harm him. So, we're just going to have to roll with that for now, though. So, what do we pick up? We have 3 time. So we get all of our freebies. So short rest, walk, focus, focus, weak attack, walk. So that's 6, 7, 8 cards. I think the answer is going to be improvise. Yeah, that sounds good. Pick up the other improvise. Go back to 6. Critical Blow. Goes here, there. Furious Strike. Close Call. Both searches go back. A lot of good they were. Both guards go back, much more important. And the other improvise goes back out. Okay. Hans' turn. He kills someone and heals 2. And that's Hans' turn. Super exciting. Okay, where do we go from here? Can we protect this person? Absolutely not. There is no chance of protecting this person. We could go 1, 2... No. No, definitely not. We could punch Hans for a single point of damage. We could move down. We could move down, put him down. If we just want Hans to stop gaining HP for a moment. There is still the garage. And if we just ditch this person, what happens with Hans? He moves twice, so he's going to move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He will reach this person. We have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces? That ain't happening. I hate that we have no way to punch this man this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, still 8 spaces. I'm just so confident we're just dead. I can walk to get this person out of the way, then Hans attacks us twice. Which I can block once. What's the alternative? We can get Fury Strike, Critical Blow. That's only 5 damage. That's not even enough to trigger Hans, even if he wasn't going to heal. Ugh, it's so bad. And he's gonna heal 3. What's the most I can move this turn? 4 spaces? I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but that's still within Hans's range. He's gonna attack the closest thing. I can make him attack me instead of this victim. Is that worth it? And then what? Like, where do I go from there? Okay. What do I do from here? I could swing 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to get to 5 spaces in order to use that other person as a body block. Okay, so ignore any screaming you hear in the background. Sorry, that's just my house. Well, when Hans attacks us, we do retaliate. Retaliate does 2 damage. Critical blow does 3. Fury Strike does 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Okay. Hans has 3, 6, 7, 8 HP. Gosh darn it. So we're going to walk. We got 1 success. That's all we need. So we're going to take it. Move down here. Weak attack. We're going to shoot Hans. I lose time. Pardon me. I need 2 successes to not die. Is that okay? Do I want to play something else? Do I want a short rest first? Absolutely not. I would lose adrenaline. We're just going to bank on getting 2 successes. Alternatively, we can improvise. The problem is that if we improvise, then we're not going to have a decent way to deal with Hans. We just need so many cards. I can bank on... You know what? We're going to improvise. We're going to improvise. And the reason is, we're going to bank on getting double focus. Double success improvise is great. Okay, so now all of our 3s and 4s are 3s and 4s. So now, we do have a close call. So we're going to weak attack with our gun while we still can. Okay. Excellent. A 5, a 3, a 4, and a 4. So that's 4 successes, which is stupid overkill. Shoot Hans for 2. Excellent. Next, we are going to walk back up these stairs with walk. And the reason we're doing this is so that way Hans does not murder this person. Double success. We don't even need it. We're just moving 1 space up. Lose a time. Go to 4. Okay. And now we're going to focus for 4. And we got 3 successes. So that is 1, 2 time, 3 time from focus. So we go up to 7. We're going to do it again. That is 3 successes, so that's 3 more time from the second focus, which brings us to 10. So here's what we go from here. We have Retaliate. This is going to do 2 damage to Hans. He's going to swing at us twice. We need a bunch of cards, which we can't afford. Son of a bitch. Because in order to kill Hans next turn, we have to... We don't have to kill Hans next turn. Okay, let's chill. Let's big chill for a second. How do we solve the problem? We have 10. I can discard short rest to go to 11. Okay. Whew. 2 damage. I'm just going to work on the assumption that I Get 2. This is in my hand. Sorry. So, 2 damage. I'm just trying to think out loud. Sorry. He has 6 HP. This would bring him down to 4. Assuming it hits him. And it has to. If it doesn't, we die. So, he'll go down to 4. We need cards in order to make sure that happens since we can't improvise during Hans's turn. So I don't want to discard Short Rest and Close Call if I can help it. We're not getting any free cards this turn. We also need to do the same thing on Guard. I could buy Critical Blow for 6 and Double Guard. What this is going to let me do is, in case one guard fails, I could use the... Nope. Well, I could try again with another guard, but I still would take 3 damage from the first one. I would need to double success on at least one of these 2 cards, is what I'm saying. I'm saying we buy Critical Blow for now. We're not going to use it right away, though. We need to survive 2 attacks. If we bring this man back up... I don't think this works. I don't think that works. Okay. How do we do this? I don't get all the free cards next turn. I could... If I bring that person back up to avoid attacks... If I bring him up to avoid attacks, then Hans heals 3 damage, because his top Bloodlust will trigger twice, which heals him 2, and then he recovers 1 for killing a victim. So he'll heal 3 damage. Since this is a race, that's not going to be any good. If I don't pull him up, then I get attacked twice this turn, which let's assume I survive. What from there? If I can't kill him next turn, that means I have to survive 2 more attacks after that, or pull him up anyway. Okay. Since I only have the 2 guards, they aren't going to cycle fast enough for that to happen. So instead, I have to work under the assumption that he's going to heal 3. So I can pull him up with the candle, and this is going to put Hans at 5, 6, 9 HP. Assuming Retaliate does 2 damage, that puts him down to 7. I shoot him for 2. So that brings him down to 5. Critical Blow does 3, Fury Strike does 2. That potentially works. That's an actual game plan that works, and I can't believe it does. Because that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the gun, 8, 9 from Retaliate, and he currently has 6 HP plus 3 from the murdering the victim. So we call this boy up. We say, hey, it's another one of those kind of days. Or we wait till next turn. Because actually, if we wait till next turn, we can cycle another round of Retaliates and Guards. Because this turn we're going to buy a second guard. Yes, all coming together. Okay. So, how do we work this? I think we save Hans doing that until next turn, just in case we need to buy ourselves another turn. So, that's going to be a guard for 2. We need Furious Strike and a critical blow eventually. So 4, 5, 6. 7, so we can discard it or re-roll dice if we need to this turn. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll bring it down to 6 actually, and then we'll replace both of them with sprints. So that way we have $1 for next turn if we need it. So that's 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we need double success on both the Retaliate and this one. No. Just to be safe, we're actually going to grab the other guard instead. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go from there. Okay. That's the game plan. We're not going to call him up yet because it makes more sense for us to hit him first to potentially cycle the guards and retaliates. And we're going to go from there. All we have to do is survive this turn. So that's it. That's 10. This puts our hand, sorry, I know I went off there for a while, to retaliate, 2 guards, a sprint, a furious strike, close call, and short rest. So we're going to put away the 2 5s of focus, walk, weak attack, and the other walk, so these will go back. We didn't buy an improvise. We're not attacking him next turn, that's okay. So improvise goes back as well. I don't think our plan's going to allow us to purchase improvise either, which sucks. That would have been really nice to be able to do. But it is what it is. So here we go. We just have to survive 2 full attacks. Let's go. Retaliate. Hans is swinging for 5 damage. We need double success on 4 dice. We can do that. We will. About to 6 time. So we're going to discard sprint and short rest. For the full 2 success, we deal 2 damage to Hans. And then we ignore all the damage from the attack. Then he attacks us again due to his relentless assault. So we're going to guard. Okay. I thought we were about to have to discard our other guard and close call. But we don't even have to do that. We get to keep those cards. So ignore all the damage from that attack as well. Awesome. Okay. We're alive. He has 3 HP. Okay. So those are gone. He has 4 HP left. Our Furious Strike will do 2 damage, which obviously is enough to kill him this turn. We are going to get a critical blow. And all of our cards back. And we're going to call this person up to die for us. I think that's the plan. Critical blow lets us go even. The walking and shooting him lets us kill him. No, it doesn't. What am I talking about? The Furious Strike, walking and shooting him lets us kill him. Okay. Buy a critical blow. Use the candle. Summon this man back up here. And then Hans says, hello, neighbor. Murders this person and heals 3. This pushes his bloodlust up, so he heals 1. And then it pushes it up again, so he heals another 1. And then his feed triggers, so he heals a 3rd one. I forgot to buy stuff real quick. Sorry. So before he murders this person, we're going to buy some cards. So we get back all of our... Oh, sorry. I bought Critical Blow and all the free cards. That's what happened. So Critical Blow, all the freebies. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then he kills that person. He heals that 3 damage. We go back to 6 time. And we hope we can make this work without the improvise. The good news is that Retaliate and Guard go back. Sprints back. Short rest is now free again. Okay. We are out of meat shields. In order for us to live, we now need double guard every single turn, which is obviously impossible. We could do it one more time, in case this plan fails. Which it won't. It's going to go fine, right? So, first things first. Actually, those are now back in the market for this turn. And Hans isn't going to heal anymore. I think instead of risking cards this turn, why don't we just chill? Why don't we just relax and take them next turn? We're going to have an improvise. All we have to do is survive with retaliates and guards again. And honestly, the retaliate's going to do more damage again. So we're going to focus. Do we want to focus? Yeah, we have to focus this turn. We got one, and we need to make it two, so we will. We're going to make it two by getting rid of one copy of Walk, but we need the other one. Do we ditch the other focus? We're going to what, 9 time? Is that enough? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be enough. So we're not doing anything else this turn. That's 3 more cards in hand, and we currently have 3, 6 if we discard focus. We're going to discard the other focus. Okay. So by discarding the Walk and the focus, to get the double success on this focus, we gain 3 time. So 2 time plus the 1 more from lowering horror. So we go to 9. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. And 9 time. Which is enough to purchase Retaliate, Guard, Improvise. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to do that. We're going to end our turn, purchase Retaliate, Guard. Hold on. Do I want to discard anything? No. I don't have any way to also get a close call in there. So purchase Retaliate, Guard, and an Improvise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. That puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So we also pick up the free short rest that's still in the market. Then double focus and a Walk go back. And now it's Hans's turn once again. And once again, he's swinging at us with 2. We have both guards and Retaliate in hand. Improvise, 2 guards, Retaliate. Weak attack, Walk, Prickle Blow, Fury Strike, Close Call, Short Rest. So we just have to survive this turn. So we're going to Retaliate. That will more than do it. Ignore all the damage from the attack. Deal 2 damage to Hans. Excellent. Then we're going to guard his second attack. This should be back at 6 anyway. All right. Success, success. We could have discarded a couple cards here, but we didn't need to. It's not worked out. So we ignore all of that too. And now the world's our oyster. We do have to kill him this turn. If we do not kill him this turn, we're going to be in a bad way. Because we can no longer guard. So let's do it. Let's just end this man's whole career. I mean, we have 1 guard, but it's not going to do anything. He's just going to hiss again. Also, this entire plan rests upon Hans not having a heart under his heart token. So, you know, gotta keep that in mind, too. Okay. Also, these ghost hunters are gone. So we are going to improvise. There we go. All of our 3s and 4s are successes this turn. Then we are going to... we have no way to get him to 1 first, so we're just going to go for it and hope this is enough. Actually... I'm 99% confident that we're dead and would need our heart token to be a heart in order for us to survive him having a heart. I don't think there's any way past that. Besides, like, running away. And we can't run, so that wasn't the plan. I can shoot him for 2 damage, then Fury Strike for 2 damage, but that would involve a lot of walking. And actually, I only have 1 walk card in hand, so we're not doing that. We're just going to bank on him not having a heart token, and that's what we're going to go with. So, both Critical Blow and Fury Strike require 2 successes in order to not end our turn, so we might as well just start with the Critical Blow. And hope for the best. That'll do it. So that's 3 damage, and we lower this by 1, so we gain a time to go to 7. But that doesn't matter because we can't possibly defend ourselves enough. So then, Fury Strike. Here we go. 2 successes. That is 2 damage, which is what Hans has left. Moment of truth time. All right, we're dead. I think that's it. I think we're just dead. All right. Well, it was a good run because that's the end of our turn since Hans revealed the token. So that's over. So that's good. That's good. We do have a guard in hand. It will not matter. He will just attack us. We can't survive an attack. So what do we buy? Let's see. All we can do is, because he had that, all we can do is plan for us having our own heart token. And chances of that are real low. But it's all we can do. We have 7 time. So we're going to... Oh, man. What? We have weak attack still. We'd have to walk away first. In fact, it's our only attack. It's the only chance we have to do damage. So if we survive this, we need an improvise for 3. We'd want this close call for 1. That gives us 3 more. That's going to be it. That's fine. We have 5 cards in hand currently, so we'll take up the other 3 freebies. Again, Hans attacks twice, so it is super irrelevant what we do here, because guarding only prevents the damage from 1. So we might as well keep guard as a card and just let him hit us. We embrace death. Oh, Hans, you thought you were a tank. Oh, sweet summer child. What you failed to realize, Hans, is I too am a tank. Oh, buddy. All right. Oh my God. Whew. All right. Ooh, baby. Alright. We have to do 2 damage. Which means we just have to shoot Hans. Which means I don't see a universe where we lose anymore. So we're gonna improvise. So we play improvise. We got 1. Next horror roll only. We do have 2 close calls. Yeah, we're gonna use 1. Go down to 4 time. Try again. There we go. So improvise succeeds. All of our 3s and 4s are now successes this turn. We're gonna walk. We don't even need to roll for it because no matter what the result is, we're good. But might as well. We got 3, so we're gonna go ahead and move down. Worst case, we will have lost an HP, but we have 3 of that now. I'm rolling too many dice. This is wrong. Yeah, because I'm not on adrenaline anymore. So I'm going to back this turn to start. After I talked Hans, I didn't play any cards before Hans attacked me. So I only have 2 dice. Alright, so Hans just attacked me. I revealed mine. We're back to this. Okay. So my hand is back to where it was of double focus, walk, weak attack, walk, short rest. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. The answer is still improvise and hope for the best. So we're back to 6 time. Improvise, see what happens. Okay. Oh. Neat. I fully expected to just take the L here, but take the L as in like on the improvise. I'm still not convinced we can lose the game anymore. We'll get rid of 2 copies of focus. So now all of our 3s and 4s are successes. Then we walk. Cool. Result doesn't matter. We got 1. Move down. Lose a time for walking. And then we shoot him with a gun. And we win. So we attack. 2 dice, is that right? Yep. 2 successes. I guess if this was 0, we could have had a close call. We have 2 close calls in hand. We're done. Okay. Double success, 2 damage to Hans, putting down the Butcher Man, and good night. And that's yeah, that's how you win Final Girl. It's yeah, you know, it's easy. Easy game. 17 and 2. All right. That was a good time. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. It was very close. Both Hans and I got lucky. And once again, it just kind of illustrates the only problem I have with this game, which I really dislike the finales. Even Hans swinging twice a turn for 5 damage ended up not mattering. Because once you can math it out, you can just math it out. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You can, like, there's no more question. You can make so many more informed decisions. I don't know if there's like a mechanical solution to include. Maybe like making the finale stuff, their finale lines a die roll instead of some description. I think I'd be more interested in. But even then, like, the real problem with it is just then you just start playing around all of the possible rolls. Again, I'm just going to repeat what I said before, is I'm really considering just swapping to their finale side and then continuing to reveal new terror cards every turn to keep the tension up. Because I really dislike the ending of stretchy games like this of Final Girl where you just start mathing it out. And don't get me wrong, I had fun. It's just like, I feel like most of my fun in the game happened before this when like thematic stuff was happening and the ending kind of became like a math problem. But yeah, it was a fun game overall. It was, I think the most memorable part is just both Hans and I just just both grabbing a token for that victory. That was pretty intense. Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. All right, y'all. Let me know if I did anything wrong. Again, I'm going to try to timestamp to the ending. And yeah, cheers.